tell you what, you'd think by this point I'd maybe get a little bit sick of the old intro, but I don't. I still love it.
Everybody in my house sings it. So
buckle up and ride, right? Just time to buckle up and ride. I don't know.
It, man.
It's awesome. How you doing?
Well, great. Now that the Cubs beat the Braves 2 out of 3, which if you're keeping track at home, Paul Reeves, that's 4 out of 6 from you guys. Just saying.
But how many games up are they? Like, are they? Is it officially over?
What?
Like, do you get what I'm asking you? You're all's bet. Like, is it officially over? Like, is the magic number now 0 for it?
I don't. How many games
like,
are left?
If the Braves won every single game and the Cubs lost every single game, theoretically,
I'm wondering if it's officially over.
Can you imagine that happening? Like, just.
My gosh, you shut your mouth. No, the Braves would need to win 15 games straight. So they're still mathematically in it.
Okay.
They're still mathematically in it.
They're still alive. You would.
2.
I think
magic number is 2.
You would probably have to cancel this podcast. You'd probably never be able to show your face again, would you?
I'm not worried.
Paul Reeves would never let you hear that down too, and nor should he. He'd come to
my funeral, and he'd be like, "Leroy Klemola was a good man. He was, but man could not make a bet to save his life."
he choked just like some NFL teams do, right? Like the Ravens, with a big lead, and so on.
Ravens,
As we start the show, I wasn't mentioning any other teams. I wasn't going to say anything. Let's recap the pick contest from last week. Which, Leroy, I do have to say.
Paul, yes, we are still watching baseball, Paul. I just watched a great game just now. It was fantastic. 3-2 was the final.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You feel better now?
Yeah.
You feel better now? Okay. Let's recap the pick contest from last week. Coming in last place last week with 5 points was Leroy. Coming in second place was America with 6 points. And coming in first place...
Oh, surprise, surprise! The man who runs the contest finished with a miraculous 9 points!
No, actually, I got 10. I didn't miss a single game last week. 10 out of 10. Which you did do last year, I remember. So I went 10 out of 10. Well, actually, I say this, and Taylorville won, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was correct in getting that. I was like, I thought I saw some social media posts, but I never did go back. What's that?
I didn't think you picked Taylorville.
I did. At least that's what I wrote down here. You can go back and watch.
Taylorville trailed 27-13 and came back and won with a huge fourth quarter.
So to recap the pick contest from last week, Leroy, you picked McLean County. America picked Grayson County, and it was McLean County that won the game. I picked Taylorville, so I got the point there. We all picked Ole Miss, got the point there. We all picked Northwestern. We got the point there. I was the lone one to pick Toledo to beat WKU, and I was right. The Tops did not look good at all. Toledo won that game by like 30. It was not good at all. We all picked the Bengals. A little tight there for a moment. I was the lone person to pick the Vikings. I was the lone person to pick Oklahoma to beat Michigan. Leroy, you went with Duke, and America and I went with Illinois. We got the point there. We all went the Eagles, and you were the lone person that went the Falcons and almost got it, but the Bucks came away the winner on that. So the overall standings now in our pick contest, and again, we'll have this later on in the show. I have 18, America has 14, and Leroy, you have 10 here through 3 weeks of the pick contest. We still have, a ton of weeks left, a ton of weeks remaining. Because I feel like you always start off terrible. Always terrible. And then come about December, when you're too far out, you finally make your comeback, and you start doing really, really well. But by that point, it's...
always finish in second place every year next to the guy who runs the contest.
Like I say, if you want to go double check my math, feel free. I think I've shared this. I guess I have not shared the stats with you, but I can share it with you. You know that. I don't mind at all. Okay, we'll have more picks later on. We'll also have the championship of our Scooby versus Bugs We'll vote on
Oh, that's right. That's right.
In the show. But I guess we got to talk a little bit about the NFL. Has Ben Johnson been fired yet, Leroy?
Some AI made a whole crack joke about it, but they compared Jared Goff's first game with the Lions. They compared it to Caleb Williams, and it was pretty much the identical stat line. I'm not saying. Look, Caleb had a great first half and a horrible second half. It happens.
Here's what I wanted to say. How were you after the first drive? Were like, how good were you feeling after that first drive? Did you think like, holy crap?
Great. I was feeling great till the third quarter.
Mm-hmm. My thing with Caleb Williams is and I've seen the play that has been played a lot, is where he had, I think it was DJ Moore, open up the far sideline late in the game, wide open, and he missed him.
Launched about 15, looked like a Justin Fields throw.
It was tough. It was tough to see. It is a game that's a tough one to lose week one. There's just no other way to put it than that. That's a tough one to lose week one. But do you feel better about the Bears now after the game? Worse, or is it about the same?
We were missing a ton of our pieces on defense, and I'm not saying, we would have won or lost or whatever. But when you're losing both your cornerbacks and your backup cornerback, and it's just really, really hard to win football games that way. It just is. And Sam, you know of all people, when you've got a bunch of guys that are on the injured list, it's tough to win. It's tough to win.
How did DJ Moore
win when they're healthy? So
how did DJ Moore not have a concussion? Like, he came back into the game. That dude looked like he thought he was back at Maryland when he got up and was walking away.
I'm amazed that he lined up on the right side.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, he's out for a month. Like, it looked like a nasty concussion.
Because I went and reached into my car today to grab a NOS energy drink, and I banged my head on the door. Mm-hmm. Like, I leaned in and banged my head on the door.
Why'd you do that?
Because I'm an idiot, and man, I tell you what, it rang for a good 15 minutes afterwards, and that was just a little tap. Mm-hmm. My boy went up in the air and came down and hit his head. So I don't know how he played the rest of the game.
Have you ever had a concussion?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. See, I've had two.
Oh yeah, playing soccer. I went about 6 feet up in the air. I did.
That's pretty high.
I did.
How?
I know.
How? How does that happen in soccer? Did they mistake you for the ball?
We went up to go to head the ball, and the guy came forward and flailed his arms. And when he flailed his arms, he caught my head, and I flew up.
Nice. We have video of that?
We do not. There was no such thing as video back then.
Oh.
It was black and white. It was black and white anyway. So.
Mm-hmm. Radio wasn't even invented back then, was it? Paul says, Leroy said several. No one acts that way without concussions. I've had two, and it is a weird thing too. It's hard if you've never had one. It's really hard to describe how you feel. I had one that was probably worse than the other one, but it was rough. There's no other way to put it than that. The Cowboys lost to the Eagles, but it was a competitive game. I didn't get to watch it, but the biggest takeaway, at least from what it sounds like. I got a text message on Monday evening. I was prepping. I have a center game on Saturday, so I was doing some prep work, and I was finishing some dinner. So I missed the first 2 minutes of the Bears game on Monday night. But I get a text message from one Stephen Smith that says, that was the most aggressive national anthem I've ever heard. I think that was his exact quote. Aggressive national anthem. And he had mentioned that he had messaged you. And apparently the guy that sang the national anthem is someone notable in Chicago or something. I went back and listened to it. It was good. It was a little aggressive.
So his name is Jim Cornelison, and he does back home again in Indiana for the Indianapolis 500, but he also does all of the Blackhawks games. And I wouldn't expect Paul to like it because it's Chicago, so Paul would hate it already. But he does all the he sat in front of us. Christy and I went to a Blackhawks game. He sat in front of us, and he had his Stanley Cup ring on. I'm telling you, I've never seen so bright of a ring. in my life. I
you asked to put it on?
almost feel like, dude, put your hand over it so you're not blinding the rest of us, dude. Like it was a massive size.
I'm surprised.
No, I don't belong. I don't belong on the same like floor as this guy does. So, but no, he's a really good singer. Chicago does the thing where they cheer during the national anthem. They've done that since the early '90s. So that's why it was really loud and raucous. That's a Chicago thing that they've done since Desert Storm. But it's not for everyone, and I know that. But that's Jim, man. He's a Chicago icon.
Well, have you ever been in a arena or a stadium where the stadium sings it?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
I've done that a couple of. I've done that a couple of times at Rupp, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to be a part of that. There's a professor at UK that he'll start the song and then step back and have everyone else sing it. So it's kind of a fun tradition that they do there at Rupp Arena. The Bengals on Sunday. Listen, my big takeaway from that, Leroy, is very, very simple. It's very simple.
You won. That's all that matters.
Yes. Yep. They won. And that is all that matters. I do not care about anything else.
I would have said the same thing if the Bears would have won.
It had been ugly. The Bengals hadn't won a week 1 game since 2021. Did it look good? No, not really. The Browns, though, are better than people think. Like, I think the Browns will win 6 or 7 games, maybe even 8. But it actually really didn't look that rough, Paul. It just was more, the Browns are good defense. Like, that's a really good defense, and they were playing it very conservatively because they were playing the philosophy of, we don't have to be super aggressive and take chances on offense because we're playing an offense that isn't very good. And that was kind of the Bengals strategy for week 1. And I will be interested to see how it opens up this week when they play Jacksonville, and then even more next week with the Vikings and so on. But yeah, I'm just happy that they won. I didn't really care how it looked. Does that mean that I wasn't? I had to move from. Now, when you watch a game, will you like move around your room and sit in different spots and see if it'll change the momentum or change how it works?
No, I pace.
Okay. Well, see,
I have a bad pacing problem.
I will sometimes pace. But I sat down on the floor, and that's when one of the interceptions happened.
Just suck.
I sat down on the floor and paced that way and just doing it. How'd the Golden Boy Burrow look? Not great, Steven, but he never does week 1.
10 points. He got 10 flipping points in fantasy. No, he did not look good.
Paul shaved his beard off. Had to make a change. Oh, you're joining us. We've all shaved. Our beards off. I would have told you not to start Burrow week 1. I would have told you that because he is terrible. So I was hearing a stat over the weekend that since Burrow entered the league in week 1, in most of the major categories like passer rating, passing yards, and so on, and touchdowns, Joe Burrow ranks like between 31 and 33 amongst quarterbacks in week 1. From weeks 2 to 18, he ranks in the top 3 in all major categories. So it's just, there's something about week 1.
One of my players underperformed this week, so hashtag winning on week 1.
I'm 2-0 in fantasy, so I won both of my leagues, which is helpful. Now I won one game that was like 85-60. It was ugly. Paul says fantasy was going bad, and I said I got to do something, and the beard was the first thing I thought of. Hey, I respect it.
I'm so glad you got beard out of that because I was trying to figure out what he was talking about.
He was going to breed. That's what he was going to do. He was going to breed for it.
I was really trying to figure out what that was because I knew it wasn't what I thought it was.
Do you have any other takeaways?
From week 1? Dolphins are really, really bad at football.
That's it?
No, you know what? Listen, if they can get through week 1 relatively healthy, I think teams are doing all right. That's the biggest takeaways from week 1 is Packers look really, really good, as much as I hate to say it. Lions missing two of the best coordinators have regressed a little bit, I think. But I didn't get to watch a whole lot of football because I was working at the NASCAR race, so I literally had to live off of highlights on Monday. So you got to watch way more football than I did, that's for sure. But no, it's just nice. It's nice to be able to sit down and watch football. I mean, week one, I usually watch more games than what I do the rest of the season. So it was just nice to have football back. Wouldn't you say it was just nice to be able to sit and just watch football?
Yeah, and it was nice. Like Saturday night, I did a college game at Center. And here's the thing with that is I get there, and there's a new head SID at Center. You can still hear me, right? Because I'm in the other tab, and sometimes my laptop decides it doesn't want to work if I pop in the other tab. Okay. And they have a new SID, so a new leader. Let's come back to your elevator, too. I am curious about the elevator, too. Steven is asking. I want to come back to how your elevator duty went. But let's come back to that. On Saturday, though, I went to Center. They have a new head SID. And I get there, and they were having major issues. So their connection, pretty much, their camera was not working. So they call the old SID. They're trying to figure it out. They're doing all of these things. I'm having to help out to an extent. And then I just backed out of the way because I'm like, I don't know your program. I can't really help. It's fine. Is that Luke or Yoda?
Yeah, Luke.
Luke. Hello, Luke. But it was nice just to be able to sit there and go, I don't have to worry about this.
Not my
problem.
Not my monkey, not my circus.
And it was just kind of nice to be able to not have to focus on anything that was going wrong. And there was one point like late in the first half where the cameras went down again. And I was like, I'll just do radio. Like, we'll just do it as if it's radio. And it was funny. My color analyst in the break, he's like, man, I just saw like a switch flip for you. I was like, well, yeah, it's just, you're just being a little bit more descriptive. Like, that's what I'm used to on Friday nights. How was the elevator?
So, and I get there. What is the problem?
She's bored and wants my phone.
Yeah. Steven has seen technical difficulty me, and it's not pretty. And that's what the new SID was looking like. I was like, dude, I know exactly how you feel right now. I don't envy you at all. Don't envy you at all.
So we get there, and they say, okay, when you get there, you're going to meet up with Phil, and Phil's going to take care of you. The problem is we don't know who Phil is.
Like Phil.
So we have to park, right. So we have to park over at this employee parking lot, which is about a mile away. They drive us on a tram over to employee check-in, which is in a different location. And then from employee check-in, they drive us down to the actual grandstands where we were working. Great. Awesome. We get off. We get in there. He's like, get yourself all taken care of. So they're like, I said, I'm supposed to be doing mezzanine suite elevator. And he goes, oh, yeah, you're right there. If you need anything, we don't have any radios. Just wave down. Because you could see where it was. I was just like, great. Awesome. So I go up there and they're like, only let disabled people use the elevator. Don't let normal people use the elevator.
Oh,
now listen.
That's not a good No, that's not a good place to be in. We know how you are with judging people, Mr. ALS man.
So I'm sitting there and I'm like, how am I supposed to know whether somebody's disabled or not, right? So this woman walks up with this kid, and the kid's got a cane. And I was just like, that's fine, go ahead. You're good. You can go ahead and use it.
I didn't know if you'd take the cane off the kid and be like, can you walk without it? Turn into that guy and start judging disabilities.
Just become the absolute jerk when it comes to. But it was so weird because
it's like you're like the soup Nazi, but you're the Nazi of the elevator Nazi, right? Yeah, I agree with Steve. It was probably a battle that you were never gonna fight, right?
No. I was just like, you want to ride the elevator? Go. What am I going to sit here and like ask you what your disability is?
What are they going to do to you? Fire you?
What year is this? Like, I can't do that, man. It's
I'd like him to come over to you and be like, Leroy, you're fired from the elevator duty. You can never do elevator duty again. Sweep the leg, Paul.
But
says,
they were supposed to bring us. They were supposed to bring us lunch. I never got my lunch. So finally, like midway through like the second stage, I had already been standing on my feet for like 6 hours. I go downstairs to the other lady that's guarding the elevator, and I was like, "Did you guys get lunch?" Yeah, we ate like 2 hours ago. Did you not get any food? No, I didn't.
So you were hangry then too.
So yeah, so I finally got my food. Well, so the race ends, and like the elevator kept getting full up because everyone from the third floor was like getting on. So finally, I just started pressing the up button because it would stop then, and I was just like, I just want to get you on the elevator. Let me get you on the elevator. Well, when we left, they made us walk all the way from one side of the track to the other. Go over a pedestrian bridge. It was like a 3/4 of a mile down to get on a tram to go back to employee parking. But like we used the same stuff as all the civilians did. So like, or it's like the guests, all the guests did. And it was just like, you all were eager to get us to the grandstand, but now you can't like give us so now or after standing for 11 hours, now we got to walk the 3/4 of a mile to get back to where the golf carts are to take us back to our actual cars. And
so I
tell you what, I was so.
You couldn't see any of the race?
I got to watch the opening 5 laps, and then I got to watch a little bit of the second stage.
Okay.
So I got to watch a little bit of it.
Did that whet your palate enough?
No, it never does. I mean, I love that stuff. I could have. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was fine, but man, I would have loved to have watched more of it.
Yeah. The civilians does sound very highbrow from you.
No, listen.
Those plebeians.
That wasn't what I.
God,
dang it, sir.
That wasn't what I meant. You are kind of snooty over here. My goodness. Paul, Steven, Ella, what are we doing? Paul says he's not doing elevator duty at the Indy 500.
No, Paul. I'm taking you. No, Paul, you are not doing elevator duty at the 500. No, you're going to watch every single car go around 200 times.
Paul might be dropping the green flag for all we know. How mad you would be so unbelievably.
We're putting a good word for it. Absolutely.
Would you? No, you would. There's no chance you would let Paul drop the green flag and you not. Right? I just love to see the Indy somehow hears about this bet and they message Paul and they're like, "Hey Paul, we're gonna let you drop the green flag as a thank you for you coming over to our sport."
I would be so bitter. I'd be so bitter, dude.
It'd be hilarious. Hilarious. Do you have your athlete?
I do. Yes, let me get this. All right. This gentleman celebrating a birthday today. Did you work today? Do you know who?
Did I work today? That's kind of a silly question. When do I not work, Leroy?
I know.
Okay, this is not okay. So you are picking a less worthy birthday for today. How are you not picking Joey Votto? How are you not picking Joey Votto?
Because you'd get Joey Votto in 2 seconds. What am I, stupid?
Or Roger Maris? Or
I feel that today's person,
Ted Klazuski?
I feel that today's person is more than worthy. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Hall of Famer, 5-time Cy Young winner, Triple Crown, 10-time All-Star, 2001 World Series MVP, 4-time ERA title.
It's the big unit.
I'm
just saying that just because I knew it would drive you crazy. Yeah, this is Randy Johnson.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, I feel that this is more than worthy. Don't be doing that. You know better than that. Get me all riled up for nothing, man.
It's easy to get you riled up, though, for being honest.
Oh,
you got riled up right at the beginning. How many strikeouts is that?
4,875.
Dang, so he just barely didn't get 5,000.
Yep. Yeah.
The big unit.
And then I didn't even put his height down because I knew if I put 6'10", it would automatically give it away who it was.
I loved Randy Johnson. Love Randy Johnson. Love
Fantastic.
it. It really. See, Ella agrees with me. It really is easy to get Leroy riled up. I mean, I know a few. Ella? I know a few trigger words, Leroy, that could get you riled up.
Now I'm going to have a trigger word here in a second for you, there, buddy.
Oh boy. You got some tidbits? Oh yeah, Paul's stats. That's right. Thanks, Paul. I have him up in a tab here. So Paul says,
let's see him do it.
And then we'll go to your tidbits. Paul's stats here. Paul has sent 4, and he wanted to pick 3. So I put them up in a random order, Leroy. So which one do you want to eliminate? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
4.
Number 4. You don't want a Cam Newton stat. Okay. So here, Paul's. Sorry, Paul. He got rid of that. I bet it looked like he was releasing the ball 3 feet away. I've heard that with Randy Johnson. He would be. Is he the one pitcher you would never want to face? I feel like for us as a lefty, I would never want to face Randy Johnson. Right?
Yes. No. I joked. So I did college volleyball this weekend. Okay. And I joked with my color guy. I was like, you could not pay me enough money to be out on a college volleyball floor. You could not. I would much rather take on a Roger Clemens fastball than stand.
And see, the wildest part of that is that's D2.
Right. No
so
way.
Just imagine what it would be like.
But Randy Johnson?
I mean, as us as a lefty, I know Sean Casey.
6'10".
Did you know he killed a bird once? Did you know that? Very memorable sports moment. Very memorable sports moment, too.
Thank you, Sam.
Very memorable sports moment. Sean Casey tells a great story the first time he ever faced him. And, apparently he kept fouling off pitches. And apparently one time he fouled it off his foot or something. It rolled like halfway to the mound. And Randy Johnson apparently walked up, grabbed it, and did at Sean Casey. And Casey was like, and just I'm just going to ground out to second because I was like, this terrifies me. It's like, I don't know what's going to happen.
He didn't even keep a gun in his house. All he kept was a bag of balls next to his bed.
Hilarious. Yeah.
He never kept a gun in his house. All he kept was baseballs next to his bed.
Yeah. It'd be dangerous as heck. Paul stats the week. In 2006, LaDainian Tomlinson scored more points than the Raiders did. He scored 198 points, and the Raiders scored 168. Not one wide receiver in 2014 caught a touchdown pass for the Kansas City Chiefs in 2014. And Paul's last stat of the week, in 1999, the Jaguars went 14-2 and lost in the AFC Championship game. All 3 of their losses were to the Tennessee Titans. Those are Paul's stats of
I don't know. I saw Tom Brady Chicago Bears stat. It made me really sad. It was something where they put Tom Brady's stats and 1 year of him being at quarterback was 5 years of Bears quarterbacks or something. It was something stupid. I don't even remember what the stat was. But I just looked at it. It was just
the list of Bears quarterbacks is a fun exercise. You got any tidbits?
No, it's not. It's a horrible, horrible thing. Yes, I'll get to them. All right, so let's talk a little bit about Philly's Karen. Philly's Karen. If you have not seen this moment, I don't know where you've been. Social media went crazy over this gentleman who grabbed a foul ball and gave it to his kid, and all of a sudden, this woman who was wearing a Phillies jersey came over and took the baseball out of the glove and walked away. And the entire Marlins organization and the Phillies organization went to bat for this kid. And man, it's becoming lethal cutthroat out there for baseballs. I'm telling you, it's becoming quite the scene. Did you see the moment? What were your thoughts on it? Was it hers? Did Karen deserve that baseball?
No. First come, first serve. First come, first serve. Especially at an MLB game. But I don't know why especially if it's a kid. Now, if roles were reversed and Karen took it, but dad was there with his son, I feel like it would be a little different, right? Because it's like I have a kid who's in what was a kid like 10, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know.
The Detroit Tigers have had at least 8 employees accused of misconduct toward women over the past 2 years. This is according to a report by The Athletic. The report published Wednesday followed an investigation that started last April, including interviews with 45 current and former employees, along with access to their emails, human resources documents, text messages, and court records. Women employees of Illich Sports and Entertainment, which owns the Tigers, Red Wings, and other businesses, were subjected to misconduct by 7 of the 8 men named by The Athletic.
Steven says he could see Leroy tackling the kid with the cane to get a ball.
I am not that guy.
See, Steven, what's funny, Steven, is there was a period where Leroy used a cane.
There was.
And that's not me. There was a period. I have a very good video. A very good video of him walking into mass media down at WKU with the cane. And every year it pops up in my memories, and every year I think I send it to you and I laugh.
Right now, if the playoffs ended today, the Mariners, Astros, Red Sox, and Yankees would make it, along with the Tigers and Blue Jays. In the National League, Mets, Dodgers, Padres, Cubs, Phillies, and Brewers would make it. Right now, the best odds are the Yankees and somehow the Dodgers, although I don't understand how. But yes, Yankees and Dodgers have the best odds right now of making it to the World Series.
Wouldn't that be the worst case scenario for MLB?
Those teams, who do you want to see? Like, what World Series would you watch? I mean, it's the World Series, obviously, but what series would you be most intrigued about? Give me a
Brewers, Mariners.
One. Yeah, I'd be all right with that.
Brewers, Mariners, Brewers, Tigers, something. Let's get some obscurity in there.
There's a report that Adam Silver has said that NBA fans who can't afford streaming services to watch games can watch highlights for. The NBA is basically a highlight sport. Well, yes. If I want to watch somebody chuck 3-pointers all day, then I'll turn and watch the 3-point contest. All right, Sam, if you need to go to the bathroom, now's the time to do it.
Are you talking about hockey?
Because Sam's not going to want to hear. Sam's not going to want to hear what I'm about to talk about because Sam's a big baby. Anthony Rizzo has announced his retirement from baseball. He finishes his career with a 40.4 WAR. 1,644 hits, 303 home runs, and leads the Cubs first baseman with most home runs hit. Finished with a slash line of 261, 361, 467. And had a great career. Won a World Series for the Cubs in 2016, and is is an absolute Yankees. That's what I was told today. He's an absolute Yankees icon. But yes, big shout out to Anthony Rizzo on his retirement and wishing him all the best. He will sign a 1-day contract with the Cubs where he will finish his career.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Yeah, Steven, I do have a steel bladder. He's seen me pound some water and make it through 2 baskets. Now that doesn't mean.
Oh my God, I drive one of my coworkers nuts because I'll go like the whole game and not drink any water. He doesn't understand how I can.
I have to drink water. I have to drink water, but it's usually right after the game. It's a mad dash to the bathroom.
Lamar Jackson has apologized to the Bills fan that he kind of pushed out of the way, but can we please stop touching the players?
Why are you just touching?
No one's entitled to give you a high five. No one's entitled to stop touching the players. Let's see what else we got. Angel Reese was suspended for half a game for talking crap about the Chicago Sky. She sat the rest of the game out in protest. Nobody noticed.
Is Christy okay with that? I know how much she loves Angel Reese.
You're so funny.
And so we're reaching the end of the season, and while we take a look at teams that may be making the playoffs, we also take a look at managers who may be leaving. One of the big managers, of course, is Snicker with the Braves and Bruce Bochy with the Texas Rangers. So interesting to see as we get towards the end of the season, the carousel of, Paul, half a game. Gotta love the WNBA standards, right? Isn't that
She was out
fantastic?
the first half of the game for suspension. The second half of the game, she said it was good due to her back.
Okay. Well, my resident WNBA expert over here wants you to know that she did not play in the second
Most
half of the
Angel
game.
Reese fans don't talk about her that way. With how much Christy loves Angel Reese, I'm surprised about that.
It's not funny.
She says it's not funny. Christy, he told me to say it. He told me to say it.
No, he did not. Those are today's tidbits.
Time now for now. Here's a guy.
You don't want Leroy in trouble.
What? I don't want to get Leroy in trouble?
No, you just want Leroy in trouble.
No, I would never try to get Leroy in trouble. Never try to get him in trouble.
Steven, don't encourage her.
Christy, Steven loves hearing you from the cheap seats, so he wants more of it. John wants you to know, Leroy, are the Dolphins really bad or the Colts really good? The Dolphins are not good.
Dolphins are really bad.
Mm-hmm. Now, here's a guy.
Might be Saints level bad.
Now, here's a guy, Leroy. I've got 4 guys for you. Again, they're all Bears players.
I don't do good at this.
They're all Bears players, okay? All had suited up for the Bears in their career. Would you like 1, 2, 3, or 4?
I'm feeling good today. Let's go 2.
Number 2, he says. Number 2. You might have one of the tougher ones here. Who is this? Now here's a guy. And you might be able to figure out the theme, which will help you. And honestly, it would have been helpful to have this guy last because it might have helped you on there.
Clearly, that's Tom Brady.
Yes, because Tom Brady played many games with the Ravens.
I agree. I agree.
Luke is guessing it's kickers. It is not kickers.
Akers, maybe?
It is not kickers.
He never played for the Bears. Gosh, he looks familiar, though.
This is, yeah. Mention if Paul can throw this guy off. This is, I'm assuming you do not know who this is, do you? This is your hardest one.
Go ahead.
This is Jimmy Clausen.
Right. The pickle
Jimmy
guy?
Clausen. Jimmy Clausen.
Pickles. Come on now.
1, 3, or 4. 1, 3, or 4.
I'll go 4. We'll go 4.
Number 4. Number 4. An easy one here for you. Who's this?
Oh, man. Is that Eric the Red?
That is not Eric Davis. Doesn't really look like Eric Davis.
No, that's not who I was talking about. That's the Red Rifle, man.
The Red Rifle?
It's not. No, I'm just kidding. It's either. Oh yeah, John's right. It's Foles.
Nick Foles is the correct answer. Nick Foles is the correct answer. It is not Andy Dalton. It is not Andy Dalton.
Bad quarterbacks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
1 and 3. 1 and 3. So have you picked up on the theme now?
Yeah, go on 1.
These are all people to start a game for the Bears at quarterback. I'll even tell you.
No, they're not Super Bowl champs.
But they played for the Bears. Who is this? Ironically enough, this is not going to help you. I'm almost positive this guy is on the call of the UK game on Saturday. Pretty sure he's the color analyst. Not that helps you in the least.
No idea.
This is Chase Daniel. No?
No, I have tried to block out those years of Bears fandom out of my head. Thank you very much.
You don't know Chase Daniel? And then who's this guy?
Oh, that's Peyton Manning. Come on now.
Yes, that is exactly right. You are Peyton Manning. That is 100% correct. Because Peyton Manning had a long and illustrious career on the Chicago Bears. Who's this?
Oh, my gosh.
Who is this? Steven guesses Bo Nix. It is not Bo Nix.
I'll go with Mike Glennon.
Mike Glennon is incorrect. You're going to be very mad at yourself here.
Yeah.
This is Trevor Siemian.
Oh, I am
How
really
do
mad
you
at
miss
myself.
Trevor Siemian? I thought that was Paul even got that. I thought that was your softball one.
Oh,
Bengals
my
legend
God.
Trevor Siemian.
Because-
Okay.
Go away.
Be nice to your
Trevor
wife.
was Northwestern's quarterback. He was really good for him.
Look at that. Paul
He
got it
played
right.
for the Bears for like 4 games, man.
That's it.
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay, would you like to ask your answer here to open up our play clock segment?
I will ask first.
Okay.
What referee or official has the hardest job in sports?
I was really hoping you were going to ask, which one do I not like?
I mean, you can answer that too.
Do you want to change it to that?
That's fine. Go ahead and answer that one.
Ron Torbert. Ron Torbert. He was the official of the Super Bowl that the Bengals lost, and then also the AFC Championship game the year after. And then there was another game the year after, and all three the Bengals lost in mysterious ways. Not a fan of old Ronnie T. Not good at all. But as far as the hardest one, it's got to be a home plate umpire. It's got to be a home plate umpire. Calling balls and strikes is incredibly difficult. NFL officials are tough as well. The easiest one, probably basketball, right? It's probably got to be basketball, the easiest. Because even soccer, why soccer is difficult is because you got to think how much they have to run. Why is it so loud? I thought I turned that down. Yes, I did not.
Didn't you umpire for both baseball and then ref for basketball?
Yeah, Steven's right. Hockey ref, got to
Kinda.
skate. Got to skate in that.
Yeah, but Sam doesn't consider hockey a real sport.
It's Paul. Paul doesn't feel that way. I do. Paul doesn't like hockey. If aliens, Leroy, came to Earth and said, feed us your best food or they'll destroy humanity, what meal are you serving?
New Orleans jambalaya. New Orleans jambalaya with crawfish and a whole seafood boil. Yep, that's what I'm serving.
What's dessert?
Absolutely.
What's the drink?
Strawberry cheesecake is the dessert, and what to drink? Yingling.
It's an interesting combination there that you've got.
Thank you.
Jambalaya. Okay. I wouldn't have guessed that would have been your one. I would have thought you could have gone like some Southern fried chicken or something like that, but no,
Chicago
jambalaya.
hot dog.
Oh, yeah, I can see you
There's
do
too
that.
much going on the Chicago hot dog. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on.
That's too much
Okay.
stuff on.
So I'm starting a segment, and this is probably going to be off and on for the next 6 or 7 weeks, but we're going to start it off today, and we're going to get Sam here with this one because this is a good way to start this segment. So, Sam, I saw this on Instagram earlier today, so I'm going to ask you the question. Cincinnati's Mount Rushmore. The 4 athletes who symbolize Cincinnati sports.
From Cincinnati or played for Cincinnati?
Played for Cincinnati.
Okay.
Cincinnati.
So, I mean, Pete Rose, Johnny Bench. And then, Burrow is getting very close. Very close. But right now it's probably Kenny Anderson to give a Bengal in there. And then, honestly, you probably got to put Oscar Robinson from UC. He won back-to-back titles in the early 60s. That's probably your foursome on there of Pete Rose, Johnny Bench, Ken Anderson, Oscar Robinson, and Joe Burrow is coming real close. If he wins the Super Bowl, it's over. He's on there.
Cool.
Yeah, he's on there if he keeps it going. Should I hit you with a? Yeah, I'm gonna hit you. I'll hit you with a Mount Rushmore as well. I'll hit you with one. Your Mount Rushmore of the most. Yeah, no, Iggy Woods or John Kitna. No, I'm not putting either one of them on there, Paul.
John Kitna.
Your
JJ Hoover.
Your Mount Rushmore of the most overrated chain restaurants.
Most overrated Steak and Shake. Immediately. Steak and Shake belongs up there. As does, let's see, who else can we put up there? Overrated. Sonic. We'll also put Burger King up there. And we'll put Five Guys.
Okay. Leroy doesn't like burgers, clearly. Paul says Applebee's, Five Guys, Olive Garden, Wendy's. Paul says Taco Bell, Burger King, Arby's. You wouldn't consider what?
Yeah, you know what? Now that I've had a little bit more time, I'd probably throw Hardee's in there.
Steven might block you now. Because I think Steven is a big Hardee's?
Yeah.
I think Steven is a big fan of the Hardee's breakfast. I think I'm right.
Oh. All right, Steven. I've never had their breakfast.
Red burrito's pretty good though. That's in Hardee's. I'll get that occasionally. I haven't been to Hardee's in forever though. It's been a long time, and their chicken's pretty solid. Paul says Crystal in there, so White Castle. Interesting. I think Steven might be upset at your point there. I could be wrong. I don't want to speak for him.
That's fine.
But what is Crystal?
It's not the first time I made Steven mad at me. Crystal's is White Castle.
Is in the South. Is White Castle in the South, John. Yeah. It's the same thing. There's really no difference between them. All righty. He does like Hardee's. Frisco Burger Guy is what Steven does at the old Hardee's.
We ever go there?
It is now time for the championship.
The championship round.
Cartoon character bracket. The best cartoon character bracket. You voted all this way. And we have come down to Bugs Bunny against Scooby-Doo. Bugs Bunny against Scooby-Doo. In the comments section, leave your comment. Bugs or Scooby. And I mean, I've got him sitting right above. See him? There he is. Let's move my mic. I've got him sitting right there.
I see it.
Scooby-Doo is the correct answer here. John and Paul are both wrong. And I know you'll be wrong as well, Leroy.
Yep, I will be wrong.
So you're voting for Bugs Bunny.
Of course I am.
I can't believe Bugs is going to beat Scooby-Doo.
Christy says Bugs Bunny as well.
He even gives his pick to Heather. Bugs Bunny hand down. I am disappointed in Heather, Steven. I am disappointed in her.
Beat down. Look at this beat down.
Most of the guys you suggested, I mean, who the hell is Heathcliff or whatever? Remember him? I'd never even heard of him before.
That's because you're 12.
I'm almost 30.
Yeah?
Can you believe that? Almost 30.
Almost 30. 29 years old, man.
28.
Darn kids.
You have to be that young again.
Looks like Bugs Bunny is going to win. Scooby can talk, Steven. Scooby absolutely can talk. Raggy.
Raggy.
Scooby Snarks. I haven't heard of several of those characters y'all had on there. Alrighty. And I was thinking about this too, Leroy. I think maybe...
when's the last time you watched the cartoon?
1987.
I don't see Paul as a big cartoon guy, man.
Yeah, probably not. I was thinking, and you can overrule this. I think maybe we take a break on the brackets during the NFL season, and we bring it back maybe in February. You good with that?
Okay.
I think we usually have enough content.
We did it as a way to get through the summer.
Last Saturday.
We'll take a break. We'll come back, and I'll come up with the next tournament. But
I had one.
Break.
I had one that ChatGPT recommended, and this is an interesting one that ChatGPT recommended. Do you want to know it?
Oh, great!
The
right.
best toy of all time.
The best toy.
I kind of liked it.
Okay.
She said he gets scared and eats. Big deal. Best toy of all time. I don't know how you feel about it. Don't know how the comment section feels. We'll save that, though, for like the winner.
All right.
John, best movie franchise. The downside is that we like the 64. I like 64, too. I think it's a good number to kind of, it takes a while to get through. In movie franchise, I don't know that we could get 64. Be like the cartoon. Generation. Oh, yeah, we would do generational toys. Yeah, absolutely. Because, I mean, like, ChatGPT gave me some on there. So the ones that it gave me, it just automatically said, I'm going to do these. It had, like...
Rubik's Cube, Yo-Yo.
Yeah, it had Legos, Tinker Toys, Etch-a-Sketch.
Aircraft carrier from G.I. Joe.
It had G.I. Joe on here, Power Rangers, Barbies, Care Bears, Teddy Ruxpin, Nintendo DS,
better than putting Ozzy Osbourne in the Teddy Ruxpin.
Super Soaker, Monopoly, Jenga, He-Man, Mr. Potato Head, the Slinky.
Oh.
Laura! But yeah, so I think that maybe that's
versus PS5 is going to be a tough one.
Not for your son, Steven. I feel like Eli would be able to get that one pretty straight up. I feel like Eli easily is a bigger fan of the yo-yo than the PS5. But yeah, maybe that's one that we do. But I think, do you agree? Take a little bit of time off since we got the NFL. We usually got pick contests and so on.
Yeah, I'm fine taking a break. We got NFL and we got, college football and a bunch of other stuff.
We got plenty to discuss. Do you have some autographs? He can't spell yo-yo.
I do. Let's get to him. All right. All of these guys are baseball players from the 90s.
Oh, God. Paul, this is in your wheelhouse here. So you're probably saying that Paul should not miss any of these.
Paul should get all three of these. Yep. 3 today.
CJ. Am I getting that right?
Kind of.
Or is it CR for the last name? Yep. Steven's right. Yep. I should have gotten that. Yep. Cal Ripken Jr. Yep, absolutely.
Absolutely. Here's the second one.
Will Clark?
Good. 2 for 2.
Oh, wait. Nope. John, John, I think, was right. I think John was right. Will
Here's
Clark.
the last one. Toughest one.
Yeah, I have one that's coming to mind for this, but I don't think it would be a 90s guy. Did this guy play into the 2000s?
Ooh, I don't know if he did or not.
Okay, so it's not the guy I'm thinking of. Ooh, Steven, is Steven right? Kirby Puckett?
Okay.
He is right?
Yeah.
Wow, good job. I wouldn't have gotten that.
Good job, Steven.
I wouldn't have gotten that. Good job, Steven. I wouldn't have gotten that.
AP.
How did you get that, Steven? That's tough. What did Christy say?
Fantastic, Steven. He was Christy's favorite ball player growing up.
Interesting. Kirby Puckett. I thought it was Caitlin Clark. Or Angel Reese.
Growing up.
Steven's favorite player as a kid. I heard that sigh from her.
She's been cussing a whole lot under her breath tonight, more than usual.
Mm-hmm. Why?
No idea.
Just tell her to take it out on Buttons. Buttons told me to do it. I'll have Buttons message her later. It's all good. Time for a little... What'd you say?
She said no thanks.
He might go back and watch this. Probably not. Time for the pick contest. Here again, the overall standings in the pick contest after 3 weeks. I am in first place with 18. America's in second with 14. Leroy is in third with 10 for it.
I know why, Paul. I know why.
Why he hated Kent Reback.
Yep.
Had about 50 of his cards that are worth a nickel apiece. Hey.
Whoa, hey.
John says America's better than Leroy.
You leave the wax junk age alone, okay?
All right. It's time now.
I don't know if Sam does, Paul.
Why does I don't think I do. This is before my time. Why does he hate Kent Reback?
Well, you got to go look and see what the Braves did against the Twins in the 1991 World Series.
4-3. Okay. You don't hate Gene Larkin?
Well, that's there might be a few players on that squad that Paul doesn't like too much.
I could just start naming names to the Twins and probably send Paul into like a PTSD fit. Let's see.
Herbeck, man.
You got Chuck Knobloch, Brian Harper, Kirby Puckett, of course. Chili Davis.
Herbeck,
didn't Chili Davis coach with the Cubs for a period?
He did. He was their hitting coach for a while.
There you go. Some good names from the past there.
But Herbeck lifted Ron Gant's foot off the bag and got the out because Herbeck's a jerk. Who also had the yips for quite a while.
Wasn't he in the Twins?
Yes. We're talking about the 1991 World Series. Oh. And Ron Gant and Kent Herbeck. I'm sorry, Paul.
You ready to do some picks here?
You need to go on YouTube.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it later.
YouTube and watch the video and understand. Listen, I get it. I get it.
Grayson County at 1-2. Leroy, you're the only one picking this game. America will be picking the Taylorville game with me. Grayson County at 1-2 hosts homecoming. Third straight home game, hosts Butler County at 3-0. Who you got? You got the Cougs or you got the Bears?
Butler.
Leroy is going against the Cougs and picking Butler County. Again, America, you can make a pick in this, but it doesn't matter. John's going with the Cougs no matter what. John's going with the Cougs no matter what. Okay. Leroy, Taylorville hosts Freeburg. Is that right?
The Freeburg Midgets. I'm going to have to say that about 30 times. That's what their team name. I'm going to have to say it 30 times before the game starts so I can get it out of my system. Dez caught it. Dez caught it.
Is Leonard Skinner going to be there too?
Sure.
Freeburg?
Freeburg's 2-0. Taylorville's 1-1. The game is in Taylorville. These two teams have never played each other.
I was going to say, I don't ever remember ever hearing about How far away is Freeburg?
Freeburg's 2A. We're 4A. Or we're 3A. We're 3A. They're 2A.
How far away is Freeburg? Give or take. I don't need an exact.
No, you're good. You're good because I kind of want to know myself. So, it is.
Oh, look at John. John says it's the Freeburg Leroys. That's not very nice.
Oh,
John.
Freeburg's by St. Louis. So it's about an hour and 45 minutes away.
Okay. Steven is going to pick Taylorville. I'm going to pick. I don't know who I want to pick.
That's offensive. That's offensive, Paul.
Good. That's probably what Paul's going to say. I'll pick Taylorville. Although it seems like Taylorville has no defense but a pretty good offense. Is that an accurate statement?
Yes.
Okay, I'm locking in and picking Taylorville. Picking Taylorville.
But the biggest, funniest moment of the funniest moment of the Taylorville football game this last week was the other team had the ball at the 5-yard line. They snapped it. It went over the guy's head. The running back grabbed it in the end zone and tripped and fell. Knee hit the ground in the end zone. So all of Taylorville's side is calling for the safety. Bro crawls out, puts the football down at the 1, and the referee's all like, not the 1. And the coach like loses his mind. One of our players gets ejected for running his mouth to the official. And our athletic director, who was sitting next to us, goes, well, somebody's not having a good night. And our PA guy goes, who, the player or the referee?
Yeah, that'll change things. I'm picking Taylorville. America, though, is going with Freeburg.
All right.
Now that we've all locked that in, who should win that?
I have no idea.
Interesting. Okay.
Freeburg.
Does she not listen to this at all?
She's not listening at all. She's got a headphone in. I don't know what she's doing.
Headphones in. Thank you very much.
Well, why aren't you listening? Oh. We're talking about it.
I was tuned in.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Next up, Leroy, Kentucky hosts Eastern Michigan. Who you got? Kentucky 1-1, Eastern Michigan at 0-2, I believe. America, you're back in. You can pick this one as well.
I'll go UK.
Is that blue or green?
I will also pick Kentucky in this.
Eastern Michigan is green, but that's not who. That's different. That's not Michigan State. That's a different.
John is picking Kentucky. Paul is going East Side. Steven is picking Kentucky, so America will go with Kentucky on this. Leroy,
UK.
Oh no.
North. Oh, is Christy wanting to pick? Does she want to be in America?
Good, go.
Okay.
We're good, go.
Northwestern hosts Oregon. I will pick Oregon. This is the big noon kickoff, is it not?
Is it? Why?
I think so. I think Fox is like big.
Oregon's going to win by. Oregon's going to win by 80.
So you're taking Oregon. It's not going to surprise you, but America is also going to go with Oregon.
I don't even want to watch the game, Sam.
Oh, listen, I know that. When Kentucky plays a good team, I do not want to watch either. I'm with you. No WKU game this week. So
Thank God they can't lose.
Next up is the Bengals hosting the Jags. Leroy.
Jags.
I will pick the Bengals. Bengals hosting the Jags. I'm going to take the Bengals in this one. John is picking the Bengals. Steven is picking the Bengals. Paul will probably pick the Jags, just knowing who Paul is. Let's see here. I guess it doesn't really matter what he picks. The America's pick will be the Bengals. Okay, next up, the Bears travel to the Lions. Ben Johnson's coming home party. I will pick the Lions in this. Lions didn't look good, but I feel like if the Lions would have won, Leroy, I might have taken the Bears in this game. But since they lost, I don't see them going to 0-2.
I'll take Detroit.
Leroy's also
that way. Either way, I'm happy.
John's picking the Lions. Steven is picking the Lions. Is Paul going to pick the Bears 2 weeks in a row?
Man. No way.
Lions will beat the Bears, says Paul. So America's pick is the Bears. Alrighty, I get to pick my first game of the week here since I am now in.
Yes. It's not the Bears.
What?
You said America's pick is the Bears. America's pick is the Lions.
I put the Lions on there. I misspoke then. I put the Lions down. Okay. My pick of the week here. We're gonna do. Let's see. Which game should we do? I kind of want. Do we want some obscurity here this week? You know what? We're gonna play a big rivalry game. Florida Atlantic travels to FIU. The Battle of Miami at. Do you remember what FIU Stadium is called?
No.
Pitbull Stadium. Pitbull Stadium. Yes, after Pitbull the rapper. So are you going to take FAU or FIU?
I'll take FAU.
You're going to go with what is their nickname? Do you remember?
The Copperheads.
The Owls. You're going with the Owls. I'll go with FIU.
Right.
No one loses it at Pitbull Stadium, right? Steven is picking the Pitbulls or the Panthers. Paul just says he's going to the Georgia Southern game. Make a pick, Paul. You need your pick. Who's Georgia Southern play? Jacksonville State at home. Ooh, that's a sneaky good game. Better not let Michael Vick close to Pitbull Stadium. Yeah, you're probably right. John's picking FIU, so FIU is America's pick. What's your first game of the week?
Number 6, Georgia has number 15, Tennessee.
Well, you know me, I can't pick Tennessee. Go Georgia.
I know.
Go Dogs. Who are you taking?
I'll take Georgia.
Yeah. Tennessee's that ugly orange. It's like that puke orange. John's picking Georgia. Paul's picking Tennessee, so Steven will be able to break this one here. Where is the game? It's in Knoxville.
It's in Tennessee.
I believe it's a night game, right?
I think you're right.
I believe it's the ABC game.
It's at 2:30. It's at 2:30.
Okay. 2:30? Is there a doctor there? Is a dentist, right? 2:30? I'll be here all week. Breaks my heart. Never mind, Georgia, says Steven. So Georgia is America's pick. You know what? I'll do Paul's game. We'll do it. Jacksonville State at Georgia Southern.
Georgia Southern.
I'm going to take Jacksonville State. Jacksonville State's quarterback is one Gavin Wimsatt, who was the quarterback of Owensboro when he played Grayson County. So I'll go, and he's a former UK quarterback. So shout out to Jacksonville State. Steven's going with Jacksonville State. John is going with Jacksonville State. Who's Paul going to take, though? It's not really going to matter. Paul's probably going to pick with Georgia Southern, but America's pick is Jacksonville State. What's your game? Last one.
I was thinking about doing the Packers Commanders because that looks interesting, but I'll cave into John. Yeah, I'll cave into John's demands and I'll do Broncos at Colts, just to give John a happy time. Welcome, Malone, even though you're never here anymore.
This is a disgusting game, Leroy.
I know. It's awful. It's awful. Final score might be like 7-3.
Broncos?
I guess.
I don't feel good about that, but I'm taking the Broncos just because I don't want John to be happy.
I need to gain points on Sam, so I'll say the Colts just to be different.
Well, everybody else is going Colts. Okay, so there you go. Those are our picks of the week. Leroy's going with Butler County against Grayson. I'm going Taylorville. America's going Freeburg. We're all going Kentucky. We're all going Oregon. Leroy's the lone one on the Jags. We're all going with the Lions. Leroy's the only one on FAU. We're all going with Georgia. Leroy's the lonely one on Georgia Southern, and I'm the lone one on the Broncos for that. Don't put him back in the hospital, says Paul. Leroy said mean things to John before. Haven't you?
That's true.
Has it been deserved? Has it been deserved?
Mostly.
Mm-hmm. Steven, we're not all the way done yet. Don't jinx us. No computer issues.
Oh, hey, whoa. Hey,
yeah.
whoa.
Don't put the jinx on us. It's like last week. So last week during our football game, we had a lightning delay. Yep. And our director that night, we go to a commercial and he goes, "There's some lightning off in the distance." I was like, "You shut your mouth. Stop it." It's like, stop. And then 5 minutes later, we go on a lightning delay. I was like, "You're supposed to ignore it. You're supposed to ignore it. You don't see anything."
See, and I work at the racetrack, and the drag strip, there's a golf course that's at the very, very end of the drag strip. Like if you would keep going, you'd run right into hole number 8 or whatever, you know? And we always talk about the golf course getting fuzzy because rain always moves from the south or from the north down towards us. And so the joke is if the golf course gets fuzzy, you got about 5 minutes before you've got to like get everybody off. And so it's the big joke about golf course. Don't you say it. The golf course looks fine. There's nothing wrong with that golf course.
Well, I always love to. And Steven, I don't know if you were there on Friday or not, but they get on the mic and they do the ladies and gentlemen, please clear the stadium. Do not sit in the bleachers. And everyone's just like, yeah. If we die, we die.
Please leave the bleachers. Everyone's just like, I'm not doing that.
Where am I going to go? Where am I going to go? Although it was nice, and I was thinking about this, and I was having a conversation with my color analyst. Since we had the long delay, it was the first time I have ever eaten at our football team's concession stand. Because you got to think that by the time it opens, I'm on air, and by the time I'm off air, they're closed.
They're closed.
So I never, and if at halftime, it's not like I have the time.
What did you think?
Well, for one, so the band.
What did you get? What did you get?
So the Cougar band, and Steven has probably had one of these, has their world famous pork chop sandwich. Do you like a pork chop?
I do.
They have a pork chop sandwich, and I'm telling you what, Leroy, and Steven will back me up on this. See, look, I didn't even need to say it. He knew what I got.
He's already excited. Look at this. You already got him excited.
Delicious. And he will back me up. It is to the point where I was eating it, and our director, the kid running it, he goes, that looks good. I need to go get one. And he ate it. And he's like, yeah, it's pretty good, right? I was like, yeah, it is. So you couldn't get a Baconator after the game. It was closed by the time we got out of there since the delay. It is legit, Steven says. Legit. Absolutely legit. Reds win to still alive. Still alive. Not dead yet. Not dead yet. Not dead yet. We're pretty much
adorable.
You know the South Park meme of Randy. I didn't hear no bell. That's pretty much what the Reds are right now. I didn't hear no bell. We're still alive. We're still alive. But yeah, the Cougar Band pork chop sandwich. If you ever come down to a football game, Leroy, we'll get you one.
Yes.
I didn't hear no
Looking
bell.
forward to it.
I didn't hear no bell. Alrighty, next week, talk a little bit more NFL. I got a busy weekend. I don't know about you.
Last weekend was super busy for me, not this weekend.
So this weekend, I have I have football Friday night. I have center on Saturday night.
What?
Sunday.
The Braves are dead.
Sunday, I've got the Bengals game. And then I have to leave immediately after the Bengals game and drive 3 hours to our KBA conference because their awards ceremony is that night. And I have about a 15-minute window to where we don't need overtime on Sunday, Leroy. No overtime. And no traffic. No, wreck. Because I'm also worrying, since it's an award ceremony, I would like to probably take a shower when I get there because it's going to be 85. I don't know that I don't have time to do that. So I might be putting on a suit, all sweaty and everything. It's going to be fantastic. But
so what you're saying is it's going to be a little bit of a rough one for you.
It's going to be a busy day. And it's just one of those that I'm like, I hope I have enough time to make it. Because my luck is, we're up for a couple of awards. That'll be my luck. I get caught in traffic and we win. And I can't be there because I'm stuck in traffic, because some semi.
All you hear is banging on the steering wheel 2 miles from the actual building that they're at.
Oh, at that point, I think I just leave the old vehicle. Bring home the gold. I hope so, Steven. I probably will not win the award I want to win. I'm going up against some really good competition.
I'm pulling for you, though, bud. Pulling for you, though.
Yeah, finalist for Sports Announcer of the Year. It'd be really cool. Steven, you are on the tape that has been submitted. So I give you a big shout out on that for sure. But because I mean, listen, I think that your analysis work is what's taken me to the top because I've never been nominated for it, never been a finalist before we brought you in. So maybe it's you that
So
I've
what
been
you're
waiting
saying
on.
is Steven is the real hero here, the
Pretty
brains of the
much.
operation.
Pretty much. Well, I mean, clearly, I mean, the brain, it's not like I got much brains to bring. Steven says I'm toasted. Where do I vote?
Paul,
Sadly, Paul, the
can't.
voting's already done.
Yeah, you can't
It's
vote
judging.
for it, man.
It's judging. I wish. I appreciate that, though. I'm a finalist for Sports Announcer of the Year here in Kentucky, and they've had judging. So what they do is they Kentucky makes a deal with another broadcasters association. It might have been Illinois. The funny thing is that like there's a chance that old Randy Miller like judged this. Randy Miller might be the reason that I have not made it. It was the region. It was the region run, Steve, and I used a couple of different clips from the region tournament. Paul says he could listen. If you can rig it, go for it. Go for it. So I used the end of the Owensboro Catholic region game and the start of the region championship game against Davis, and also used a couple of highlights in there. I used a couple of Jack's dunks, and then I think I clipped as well the near half court shot that Jack hit to send it into half against Davis County as well.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. So hopefully I win that. We're also up for a couple of other awards. Those aren't really as important to me. I can't say that. Did I say that, Leroy? Did I say that out loud?
You might have.
Yeah.
You might have.
At least I'm honest, right? So hopefully we can do that. But that'll be Sunday. So it'll be a busy weekend. And then we got the conference on Monday, which we are presenting at said conference. So we are doing a presentation. Oh yeah, there's plenty of you screaming, "Let's go, Stephen." Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to be honest, I didn't know you can get these awards for your all's jobs. Oh yeah, because I mean, Leroy, you won an award, what, 2-3 years ago, right?
I've won twice and been nominated once. Or I've been nominated 3 times and I've won twice. Yeah.
It's like how'd you swing that?
But I've never won on the sports side. I've never won on the sports side.
He just gets a free meal at the local Mexican restaurant every now and then.
Hey,
See, it is.
Hey,
I'm not going to complain about that.
There's nothing wrong with free Mexican food.
So there is like a legit trophy that they get. Like it's pretty nice. Because last year we won 2 awards. We won best talk show, and we won best video, like live video, which we're up for again this year. And I remember like the award, like the video is my industry. And I remember it's like, do I give my boss this award or do I keep it? It's like, because I'm the one that did all the video work. So that's where I'm happy. I ended up giving it to him, but I'm like, for sports, it's mine if I win. Mine. You can't have it.
Yeah, I need to keep my stories to myself. But yes, I agree with you, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
It's yours.
Yeah, Stephen, and I appreciate that you got an appreciation for it, for being involved. I mean, Leroy, it takes a lot of work, and it's nice to get the recognition.
Well, it's not necessarily the work, but the editing that goes into sending the clip in, and all of the work that goes into not just being in the actual moment itself, because you need a moment to be able to do it, but you have to go through, clean it up, and edit it, and cut it, and listen to it, and it's a lot of work to submit awards. It's a pain in the butt.
Well, see, the funny thing is when I submitted it, I was not as happy as I have been the last couple of years in submitting awards.
See?
Which is interesting.
The key is for Sam to hate it. If Sam hates it, that means it's good.
Especially technical difficulty. Yeah. See, luckily I didn't submit one that we had technical difficulty.
Sam's always so level-headed during sporting events. I can't imagine he would ever fly off the handle.
Get a little stressed when that happens. Luckily, we didn't have much of that last year, which probably means we're due for a good one. Well, Steven,
I need to text you, Steven, so I can get some of the stories that Sam won't tell me.
Do you need to? I don't know that you really need to. Well, Steven, you need the news that old Simon is leaving us. Simon's one of our crew members, and he's leaving. Leroy doesn't have an iPhone, Steven, sadly, so because he's a degenerate. But yeah, Steven, Simon is leaving us this week, so Friday's his last game.
Because I think
What's she saying?
Oh, well, I was trying to talk to her earlier about a moment she wasn't listening, but now when we talk crap about Androids, now all of a sudden now she's listening.
Yeah, because an Android is a garbage phone.
My thing's died.
Garbage phone. Garbage phone. Alrighty. I think that'll pretty much.
You said your phone's garbage.
Yep, Friday's his last day, Steven. So if you're free, you can come up and send him off. Any parting thoughts this week?
No. Just excited for football this Friday and ready to have a weekend where I'm not running around like a chicken with my head cut off. So, see, I really want to Google. I want to Google Pixel. My battery life sucks on my phone. It's awful.
iPhone, way to go. Way to go. Way to go. We'll see you next week, Leroy.
Thanks.